Hello everyone. Let's breed some Evees. I already have a few good ones. And, well, you know, I have a few Evees already that I bred. I have released a lot of them because I have raised the standards of what I keep. But look at the ones I already have. So so as you might see, most of them are male. These are the only Evees I have that are female with amazing stats. Those down here aren't that good, they have decent stats. These are the only ones I have that are females that have amazing stats. So let's see it's the ones we have here. Male... Nope, we're not keeping this one. Only has 2 best stats. Hired Meep. Hello, Prof. Thank you for being here. How are you? Well, you just said you're tired, so... Okay, we're definitely keeping this one. It has 4 best stats. Well, I'm not that much awake myself, Prof. I didn't sleep much last night because of a test I have tomorrow. I'm not allowed to take my medication, which means It's just that my heart was going crazy last night. Because I'm not allowed to take my medication right now. So... So, yeah. Hugs back, Prof. Hugs back. But right now, I was like, okay, let's just, do a little bit of Evee breeding. Totally chill. Nothing huge, The worst part about everything today was just that most of the day I felt so bad. Actually, I have taken the Ditto out of that breeding queue because I now have Evees that have better stats than that Ditto. Oh, I will use that Ditto to breed other Pokemon. But let me show you, Prof, what I actually have so far. These are the male Eevees that I have. Just look at them. They are really good. And these are the ones with decent stats that I have that are female. I don't have many female Eevees that are good. So I'm trying to... Wait a second. You want to see the abilities of my Evee Slash? Okay, one moment. Another egg is hatching right now. I will show you in a moment. No nickname for Evee. So, Pokemon... Why, you like Evee Slash? There, that's my Evee Slash. That's stance changes what is its ability. Basically, the form that you see here is its shield form, and when it switches stance, it will like throw the shield into the air and then okay, didn't know that. I technically only put him in here because, or her, because I stored my entire Evee team, as you can see. And there's the Ditto. And now let's have a look at that Evee. It's another male. Very good. Best, fantastic, best. I don't know if I should keep him. Nah. Because of the very good, I'd like to have them at least a little higher in the stats. I know I'm getting a bit demanding here when it comes to the stats, but I want the best Eevees possible. Ooh. Magma armor or flame body are halving the hatch time. Flame body, you say? No, that has... Let's see if I have a fire Pokemon that has the thing. No, that's Drought. Also Flash Fire. Nope, I don't have any fire Pokemon that have that ability, I think. And again, it doesn't take that long to hatch them anyway. Slugma. Okay. I don't think I have any of those. Okay. Let's just wait for those. Oh, 1 sec. Let's get the next egg. Because. Ah, no! Damn it! Ah! They kept the egg. Damn it. Okay, Loopies. There you have my Vaporeon, my Jolteon, my Flareon, my Umbreon, Glaceon, and my Leafeon. And yes, you are allowed to, Loopy. And this is the box full of my male Eevees so far. And this is the box with my female Eevees. Wie, wer nicht will, der hat schon Prof. Was? Hä? Ach, du meinst das Ei, ja. So, ich drück da immer, wenn sie so die Arme verschränkt, dann hat sie das nächste Ei. Means I go there, and then I take the egg, and then I press B, so I don't talk to her again. But sometimes I press B too quick. Ah, no, I don't want to. Just that that breeding always takes ages, but holy hell. Okay, she has the next egg. The next egg is actually. Lass mich das mal in mir rüberziehen, dass ich den Chat auch lesen kann. Go ahead, Prof. Make your comment. And I already said that my male Eevees are basically the number of good Eevees I have is a complete sausage fest. Even Midnight had to agree last night. I showed her, and she was like, what the hell? But yeah. Also, rubber band for the win. The goal is to have an entire team of best Evees and then go into the battle tower and battle our way to the top. Okay, let's see the stats of that Evee. It's another male. Pretty good, best I'm annoyed at the pretty good. Because... Okay, let's move over here again. I'd love to have at least a fantastic in the stats. Or a very good, because a pretty good is, you know, the ratings are no good, decent, pretty good, very good, fantastic, and best. And the problem here being pretty good, being only like very low. I don't want that in the Evees that I'm going to use for breeding. Yeah, pretty good is not pretty good, Prof. Not at all. Very good is the lowest I will accept. And even then, only reluctantly. Because we are aiming for best Evee. And just seeing how many Evees I have in my box already, you can imagine how long I have been at this over the course of the last 2 or 3 days. It's insane. Like today I was mostly laying down, as I said, because of my heart. But, oh, I got a few things done actually today. I managed to go and order myself a new pair of glasses. And I hope that those will be actually in my budget. But I need them, definitely. Because apparently my eyes, I did like a sight test at the optician today. And he was like, "Ah, your values have worsened considerably." And I'm like, yeah, no shit, why do you think I'm here? Like, I can barely read the chat. I have to like squint to really read it. Ach, das meinst du? Nee, ich habe meine gute Brille habe ich verloren auf der Arbeit und dann letztes Jahr schon. Vorletztes Jahr. Und dann habe ich halt auf der Arbeit gefragt. Ich gesagt, wie sieht's aus? Ich habe das auf Arbeit verloren, wird das von der Versicherung bezahlt? Nein, wird's nicht. Denke ich mir, okay, tut ihr mir was dabei? Nein. Und dann haben sie mir halt immer weiter die Stunden gekürzt und dann konnte ich es mir halt nicht leisten. Und jetzt habe ich gerade gesagt, wisst ihr was, scheiß drauf, ich brauche eine neue Brille, ich sehe ja kaum noch was. Ja. Muss ich mir das halt notfalls leihen. Oder aus den Ersparnissen nehmen. Aber die Brille ist jetzt erstmal wichtig. Ah, passt schon. Ich habe auch noch ein bisschen was gespart, Prof. Das ist nicht das Problem. Aber es ist schon ärgerlich, ne? Wenn du nicht mal eben so sagen kannst, okay, ich brauche eine Brille für 100 Euro, ich kann das jetzt direkt blechen. Ich muss auch gleich noch ein paar Rechnungen bezahlen. Das wird lustig. Ich habe eine Rechnung gekriegt für eine Krankenwagenfahrt aus letztem Jahr November. Wo ich mich selber eingewiesen habe. Let's see if there's the next egg, actually. But actually, I also like the, ja, die Krankenkasse deckt das, aber du musst trotzdem 10 Euro Zuzahlung machen. Genau das gleiche gilt für, okay. Und die Brille auch nicht. Okay, thank you, Taily, and welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see. Okay, that Evee, pretty good. Yeah, I meant to release that one, I think. And pretty good, very good, best, fantastic. That decent stat is an automatic fail for me, release. Okay, let's apply the rubber band again. Also, let me check something real quick. Because I'm actually currently selling a few things on eBay. And I want to see how they're going, because one of the things that I put up there is getting a really good price. Okay, that one has just been paid. But it's... But here's the thing. Someone bought an item last night, and I'm like, okay. But he didn't pay immediately. If he had paid it immediately, I would have sent it off today. Then I returned from bringing something to the post office today. And as soon as I come home, I receive a message and it's like, hey, I just paid. Please package this thing so it can't be broken. And I'm like, yeah, of course. But I have you know that if you had paid me like 3 hours earlier, like when you actually bought this thing, I would have, you know, already sent it. Now I will only send it tomorrow afternoon or on Monday, depending on when my post office is open. And now this person is actually bitching at me and is like, but I paid. It says 2 days of processing time and all that. I'm like, yeah. So also pretty good. But pretty good is not pretty good. That would be interesting, actually. Yes, I think that was actually the case in one generation where you could like put 2 different Pokemon in to get a certain one that you could only get that way. I'm not entirely sure. And regarding my glasses again, Prof, that is only covered by the health insurance if it is a doctor that prescribes me the glasses. However, my eye doctor in my area here, he doesn't take appointments right now, and the next one doesn't take new patients right now. So, and even then I think you still have to pay a certain amount. And there we have the next Evee. Let's have a look. Yes! Finally one that has best, very good, best, fantastic, and very good. Okay, let's get the next egg. I know this isn't really that interesting content, maybe, but personally, I love working on getting my Evee team together. Oh, and today I've connected my PS3 to this new capture card, and holy hell, it's a headache and a half to get this thing to work. So I think it's more a problem with the capture card. It has a problem with the decoded signal from the HDMI splitters that I have. However, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It always depends. That's the reason why I don't like the PS3 that much. I mean, the PS4 also has an encoded signal, but you can deactivate it. Like, you go to the settings and you deactivate the setting. However, on the PS3, there is no way to deactivate this encoding. Oh, there we have another one. Best, best, very good, best, very good, and best. We are slowly raising the whole thing. Actually, let's sort through them right now. Pretty good, fantastic. This has a pretty good, so I will release it. Pretty good, release. Sorting out the ones that don't have the stats I want. And best, pretty good, very good. That's another pretty good, so release it. I don't want to have certain... There's a very good, very good. Again, another pretty good, so release it. The thing is, the breeding is a time-consuming thing if you want the best stats, but I think the payoff in the end is worth it. Best, best, best. There's another pretty good in special defense. Yes, I want to release this Evee. Another pretty good. Because I'm slowly raising the standard. And with that, I hope to weed out the stats that I don't want. Another that actually has two pretty goods. It's only... Okay. Okay. There's another one to release. And this one can also go. That really weeded the whole thing out. Now let's see here. It would only be one female Evee that I'm keeping. Okay. Okay, release this one because it has like decent stats. Another one with decent stats. This one can go. I would have no female Eevees left if I release these two, and they have... Each one has one pretty good stat. That is annoying. So if I paired this Evee... Wait, no. This has a pretty good in speed and a very good in... And if I put these two together... Okay, let's see if we can maybe, out of the eggs we have right now, get something better. Yeah, takes the egg, but also takes the Evees out. Because we're basically... We're changing our breeding pair now. Probability calculation in process. Okay, send Evee to... yeah, place the item in my bag. And yes, I want to take the other Evee as well. And send that Evee to a box as well, and takes the Destiny Knot. And let's check... I will put that Evee down here, because it's right now one of the breeding ones. And this male one can go, because it has pretty good stats, so it is going. I am not tolerating those stats anymore. I really need to get better female Evees. There's no getting around that. So what are your calculations, Prof? Ah, so my calculations. Well, I hope. The problem is, no matter what order I put them in, no matter what items I give them, as you saw, most of my good Evees come out male. I need a good female breeding Evee right now. Well, I wouldn't say that, Prof, but... Ooh. The thing is, I want a very good Evee team, because I like the Evee team. I know, Prof. I know. And it's very much appreciated. So... yeah. But the thing is, in this game, I still haven't finished everything I have to do on the Isle of Armor. Nor have I even started on the Crown Tundra. So there is still so much to do in this game. But first I want to have my Evee team. My perfect Evee team. Okay, let's see. Let's hope you're female and that you're good. Nope. Pokemon. That's another male. And it's an automatic out with a decent HP. Take one step and the next egg. Come on, give me a good female. I need a good female. Come on, Evee hatched from the egg. Nope, I do not want to give it a nickname. So, let's see. Best... pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So, that's an automatic out for this male. Okay, come on. I really need a decent breeding Evee. Because only then can we actually start achieving the best possible Evee team. Okay, let's see. Another male. And it's an automatic out with pretty good. Actually, Prof, the problem is that if I put the same standards on, then I would have no female Eevees left. That is the problem. And two male Eevees can't breed. So let's see. Let's hope that out of these 2 eggs that we have, I think it's more the game, Prof, because I personally don't care what gender my Pokemon are. But as it looks right now, my perfect Evee team will be exclusively male. Hey! Hello, Raiders! How are you? Long time no see, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the stream. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Visual Pony. I am a YouTube narrator. I read pony stories. And from time to time, I stream. And yeah, I currently am trying... Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. So, very likely you didn't hear that right now. But I will change that. There. And now you can't hear the game because I have the game sound lowered. Now you can hear it again. Thank you very much for the raid, Loopy. I was actually still constantly over there checking in with you. And... yes, now you can hear it again. And what we're doing here right now is I'm aiming to breed the perfect Evee team. Love you too, sweetie. So right now we don't have a lot of luck with always, Loopy. Always. Hello, Tina! How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Yeah, and right now what I'm hoping is to actually get a female Evee. Hello, Mr. Cat. How are you? I'm hoping to get a female Evee that has amazing stats for the next round of breeding. However, the problem is that most Evees that I get are male. And there's the next Evee. No nicknames. Okay, let's see. It is another male. And because, Wordy, you have blessed this egg with your love, I will not release this Evee. Instead, we will now get a new breeding pair out of this. By the way, for everyone who hasn't seen this yet, I actually do have an Evee team. Which is this. This is my Vaporeon. My Jolteon, Flareon, Umbreon, Glaceon, and my favorite, Leafeon. And no, I will not cut his thing off, Lime. Oh my goodness! Actually, the first Evee that I had on my team was this one, my Flareon. Up until, I think, the 6th or 7th badge, I used this as an Evee. I used it unevolved. But now, after I've unlocked the so-called IV checker, I've looked at the stats of my Evee team that I actually finished the game with. And I must say that I'm a bit disappointed in their stats. And the Evees that I bred so far are completely better. But now let's decide. We need a new breeding pair. So I think let's take this one from the mailbox. And... this one from the female box. And hand them over to the nursery lady. Ah, wait, one sec. Ah, get out of here again. I have to give some items first. The Destiny Knot. Yes, in a way, Wordy. The biggest problem with that is... in this Pokemon generation, every Pokemon has Evee's individual stats. And... depending on how your Pokemon's individual stats are, the more their stats will go up when they level up. So... having good stats on them is actually important. And now let's just walk around until she crosses her arms. Because that indicates that she has an egg for us. Thank you for the host, Tina. Very much appreciated. But yeah, here it is relatively easy to figure out how the IVs are of the Pokemon worthy. However, to unlock the ability to see this, you have to reach a certain level in the battle. Thank you for the follow, Chris 3005. Welcome back, Loopy. Okay, usually they usually she should have already gotten an egg for us. That's weird. Oh, did I actually not give her... I didn't actually give her the Pokemon. Oh, goodness. If I don't give her the Pokemon, of course, I won't get any eggs. Yep, Samponi fan, I derped her for a bit. Oh, and we see she already has a... Thank you for the host, Mr. Cat. You need a facepalm gif here. I was actually planning to exactly that one I was planning to put in, Prof. Exactly that one I was planning to put in. But for some reason, Triggerfire has a little bit of a problem with that clip. Whenever I try uploading it, it will, how to put this? Just go back to the starting page. So I don't know what's the issue there. And she already has the next egg. So apparently my Eevees are very busy. Bug Queen? What do you mean? Is having a legion of Eevees? You might not be wrong there. Oh, you burnt yourself out finding a shiny Wooloo, Birdie? I don't think I have a single shiny. Yep, Queen Chrysalis.
Who are you calling the Bug Queen, peasant?
Sorry, but that's my Queen Chrysalis voice. And she already has the next egg ready for us. Holy crap, my Eevees are really busy in there. Okay, how many eggs do we have now? Okay, I can carry one more egg. Yep, that's because of the item I gave them, the Destiny Knot. The Destiny Knot raises the probability of an egg. And since I gave the Destiny Knot to both of them, well, I don't think they really get off of each other there, you know? Yep, not. Okay, you sleep well, Prof. And by the way, if you ever want to go rat hunting with me again, you're more than welcome to. And there is the next egg already ready. Yep, I like the egg, please. Because here's the thing. If you tell her no, she will keep the egg and you don't have the opportunity to get it. And Verdi, what I would really like as a shiny is either Cinderace or Evee. And that bug there gets a little bit too close to my spinning spot. I mean, I do have a Pokemon with me right now from my original team. That was part of the team before I made the Evee team. So it is relatively strong. But no need to, you know, push my luck. The thing is, though, if you look at my Evee team, really my strongest is my Leafeon. My Leafeon just kicked everybody's butt. Especially with its attack Leaf Blade. There were... Well, here's the thing, Verdi. I kinda... I want a shiny Evee, because in this game, there is, as you know, the Dynamaxing of Pokemon. But there's also Gigantamaxing. Holy crap! Thank you, Loopy! Thank you for 5 gifted subs. Thank you! Very much appreciated. And welcome to the family, everyone. Yeah, I noticed that. For some reason, sometimes my alerts work and sometimes they don't. Let me see. There. That should work. Alerts and overlays. Let me see. No, that is actually something that should not be displayed. That is also off. That is good. But everything else, the alert box is actually here. And it should work. Okay, what does my tablet want from me right now? Ah, okay. That's from you, Loopy. I will have to look into that alert thing at some point, because I had the problem recently that my sound alerts weren't working. And people spent bits on sound alerts and they weren't working. And I'm like, what the hell? Now they work, luckily. But it seems to have been a problem actually with the sound alert widget itself, because I changed nothing. Love you too. Okay, brush your teeth. And hello, Midnight! How are you? Thanks for dropping by. And we are now... Let's see how the Eevees are with the new breeding pair. Oh, you've got to tell me all about it later, sweetie. You know that, right? Okay, no nickname for that Evee, but let's see. It's another male. And sadly, there's one stat that gives it an automatic out. Because I have raised the standards that I will not take Pokemon that have lower than very good. If there's a decent... Like the stats that basically give it an automatic out that will automatically have me release it are no good, pretty good, and decent. Those are the three stats that I'm like, okay, these I cannot use for breeding, so I have to... They really do have a high male ratio, Wordy. I mean, I rarely ever get a female one, which is weird. I mean, it is really, really weird. Okay, let's have a look. See, it's another male. Oh! Okay, that is an automatic out with no good and special defense. Sorry, Evee, but you gotta go. And she already has the next egg for us, of course. But yeah, that is... it is a bit weird that I get like 90%, if not 99% of the Eevees that I get are male. I've been trying to breed since... Today's Thursday, I think Sunday. And all in all, like I do this a few hours every day. And so far I've only gotten around 10 female Eevees. Well, more like 9. There is a female! Let's hope her stats are good. She has one stat that is not up to snuff. But I will still keep her. As a backup. Here's the thing, as you can see, I am lowering the standards there a little. Yeah, I am keeping her, Birdie, don't worry. I'm keeping them, and I'm have a little bit of a double standard there, simply because if I didn't, then I wouldn't have any female Eevees to breed with. That is a sad reality. For some reason, this game doesn't like to pass on the best stat to female Eevees. Even though I do not get a lot of female Eevees in the first place. Which I find a little bit weird and a little bit discriminatory. Okay, let's see. Pokemon. Another male. See? Look at this one. Look at this Evee. Best, very good, fantastic, pretty good, best. The sad thing is, due to the pretty good, it's an out for him. Well, to be fair, I once had actually a fan theory how the whole mainly female population thing worked in Equestria. Put a B in chat if you want to hear it. But yeah. Okay, Midnight wants to hear it. Anyone else? Because I'm fairly certain I've told you this before, sweetie. But yeah, my fan theory on how the whole thing worked in Equestria well, B, if you want to hear my fan theory, Wordy, on how the whole breeding in Equestria works. Because they have majority female population. And not a lot of... Okay. So my fan theory in that regard... And... Okay, we have another male. And I'm 100% okay, he can go. I'm 100% am certain that it is not canon, but imagine if every colt that basically graduates school and comes of age, basically after school has to do a kind of test. You know, something like, would they be good in the bedroom? And if the test goes well for them, then kind of like we here in Germany had for a while with military service, because as you might know, for a while we had it that for 9 months here in Germany we would have to go to the military. And what if these young colts that had then graduated from school... Hello Explosion, welcome to the stream, how are you? That they would then, you know, breed with mares for a certain amount of time and being paid for it to keep up the population. That way, there would still be an influx of a new generation, and we do actually see a lot of single moms in MLP. Those are, let's say, an exception. Also, I'm good. I'm okay. Yeah, but that's basically what I have as a fan theory there, Birdie. And with Mr. and Mrs. Cake, well, of course, after basically finishing his duty, Mr. Cake would have been free to marry his girlfriend, Mrs. Cake. But this would also explain the genetic diversity within Equestria. There is a surprisingly low amount of males. And a lot of the ones that there aren't shown to be very competent. Well, I thought about it for a while, and this is a solution I came up with, and this would provide genetic diversity, it would keep the population up, and it would, well, keep the mares happy? So imagine if Celestia ever requested someone. Yeah, that is also possible, love. That is also possible. Well, I do say a lot of things, Slime, so... But, to be fair, I do have a lot of fan theories, a lot of... Oh god, don't get me started, some pony fan. Don't get me started. The thing is, everyone has their opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has them. No, it's just... You did nothing. It's just when someone holds a panel on equestrian population. Sorry. I think that is what you meant. But that's not something that I would hold a panel on. I mean, I have held panels on voice acting. Actually. Quite a few. So I also remember once being rejected for a panel. In Berlin, actually. I applied for a panel, and they told me I was not popular enough. I'm like, okay. Yeah, but why would you hold a panel on that subject? I mean, you have... a panel has to go 30 minutes minimum. And... what are you going to talk about for 30 minutes? I just explained you my theory that took not even 5 minutes. Yeah, Birdie, you wanna know the funniest part about it? The con got eventually cancelled because they couldn't get enough community guests. And I'm like, ha! And when it comes to Galacon, actually, Galacon is basically always happy to have us. Formerly me. I mean, now I do panels with Midnight. Okay, that one can go. Yeah, that's what I thought, really. But yeah, Galacon is basically always happy to have us, and when I first did a panel with Midnight, they forgot to put her in the description of the panel. And advertised the panel as, and now get this, have the YouTube sensation Visual Pony lead you into the magical world of voice acting. And I was like, what? That is not the text I provided you with. I even showed Midnight the text that I sent them to put into the flyer.
Well, dearie, I can be pretty sensational if I want to be.
Yeah, and that was also the year where Midnight went down onto the convention office, and I got the distinct impression that he was going to rip someone's head off, because they also forgot to give us our vouchers for a free meal. Yeah, Birdie, the thing is, I have practiced my voice acting a lot. Liv, you were very peeved. And I can understand that. And I really enjoyed the free meal. But in the next year, they didn't forget it. Like, we got our contributor badges, and immediately the next thing we get are the free vouchers. Okay, let's check this Evee out. What do we have? Another mail. And... a decent stat, so immediately out. Yeah, I think the convention staff remembered you. Though, they also remembered me. Because every time, if you don't know, if you hold a panel, you later are asked how your experience as a contributor was. And I got an email, and I'm a very easygoing guy. But the thing is, I am very protective of my hardware. Like, you touch my equipment without my permission, and you might have to use another hand next time. And here's the thing. They wanted to record our panel also on my laptop. And the laptop I brought with me was a 1,500 euro gaming laptop. And yeah, sure you are, love. You, shall I call you on Discord? 1 second. Yeah, so they wanted to record it on my laptop as well. So, the thing that happened was, I made it clear not to touch my equipment without my permission. I gave him permission to touch it before the panel so that he could run his screen recording software. Because there was this convention staff helper guy. And after the panel, I'm about to pack everything up. Suddenly this dude just walks up to my laptop and starts working on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude?
That was a bad idea.
Yes. He didn't become convention staff the year after, because actually the head of the convention staff contacted me and asked me how my experience was, and I told him about it, and yeah, this person was then basically blacklisted. I didn't want it to go that far. A little reprimand would have done it. You know, don't touch a panel holder's equipment without their permission, because sometimes their equipment will be very expensive. And there we have Midnight in the voice chat now.
Hola. Hehehehe. I snuck in.
Yes, you did. I'll actually lower the game volume a little bit so you can be heard better.
That would be great. And okay, can I just state, because every time you say that I look like I was about to bite someone's head off. From my point of view, you look, we were a bit annoyed, and that was fine. And I just went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get these. Where do we go get those? And I was in my head, I was determined because we were owed these.
Yes, we were owed these, but the facial expression you had on your face, like you had your lips pressed together into a thin line, your eyes were narrowed when you talked to the poor convention staff.
I was just trying to be clear. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Verdi, I did complain nicely. I explained the situation. I said I thought that this was not okay to touch my laptop without my permission. Because, let's face it, it was an MSI GE72. So, a gaming laptop with an i7 processor and a GeForce 907M graphics card and 16 gigs of RAM. A 17.6-inch screen. A huge laptop in a brushed aluminum case. And this guy just goes over and starts working on it. And I'm like, should I cause a scene here or not? I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't. And to be fair, that was a pretty awkward panel anyway as well, because they also rushed us out and had a noise check in the background.
Yes, that was another thing. We actually did the panel, and they never gave us that room again. So kudos for that, because I also complained about that. So we had the room right next to where in the evenings there would be the gala disco. And we constantly had to try to outshout the speakers that would in the evening be used for the disco, because they were doing a sound check next door. And then they wanted us, like, we were scheduled, I think, for 30 minutes, but we ended up doing an hour. Because they basically told us to go on, go on, go on. And then because they wanted to have the next panel start, they rushed us out. They were like, yeah, you have to pack up now and do all the stuff. And I actually had something planned for the end of the panel. And I then couldn't do it because they told us to stop right then and there. I actually did that the next year, but still. Actually, Lev, do you mind if I share that clip?
Sure, go for it, sweetheart.
Because, guys, I actually uploaded this clip to YouTube at some point. Ha! I even remembered the exact phrasing of it. Okay, guys, I will switch to another window for a second. Let me just... It should be in inputs. Or not. Actually, let's just... I'll switch over...
What? That was the last year, right?
Before we close this panel,
Yeah.
come here, love. Midnight 29. Do you want to marry me?
To marry me.
If you do watch the clip, apologies for the squealing and literally right in your
Here's
ears.
the link to the video.
Yeah, that is Chris. She was holding the camera.
Ah, okay, yeah, you couldn't hear me talking. Okay, yeah, that is because in that scene that I switched to, the microphone was not, is not implemented. It is a scene that I use for screen share. So, let's see. It's another male Evee. And it has an automatic out because it has decent stats.
First time I've heard that as being a bad thing.
No, it's a one of its stats was decent, and that's like the lowest above no good.
I agree, Wordy. It is cute. It is very cute. Basically, some funny fan, that clip that Visuals just shared is him proposing to me at the last panel we did.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, I think they realized at the end that they fucked up with the room they gave us. Because it was way too small. You must imagine, people, every single seat was taken. People were standing in 2 rows at the back wall, and people were sitting in the walkway. The room
Awesome.
was packed.
I'm still surprised that that happened, to be honest.
Well, oh, we have another mail. And an automatic out, because he has a pretty good in HP. God damn it. Yeah. That was actually the same room loves that they gave me for my very first panel there.
Good to know.
Well, the thing is, Wordy, I have become relatively well known through Fallout Equestria.
No, really?
There is something I could share with you guys. Let me open my G drive.
Careful.
Don't worry, I will go into a specific folder. So, I'll actually add something into this one here. Add a window. Add a new window share. And then select Chrome. Okay, guys. You will see my G drive right now. And these are the stories that I have narrated. These are just the folders of the stories that I have narrated. Let's just size this down so you can see the entire thing. These are just the folders. So, these are all the stories that I have read. That I have made into audiobooks.
Very true, Samponi.
And as you can see, there are a lot.
No worries, Wordy. Yeah. And that is a lot. And that's not including mine, I should say. And
Yeah.
technically me and you've been doing it at roughly the same time? I think you're still longer, technically, but...
Yep, that's a fuck ton of folders, and some of them I even wrote, yes? We love you too, Wordy.
That we do.
Actually, let me do something real quick, while you're still here, Wordy.
Uh-oh, he's up to something. Be careful. I agree, he is a good author. The amount of times I've had what I call story time with visual.
Okay, Wordy, now if you type something, you have a new icon in front of your name. And yes, we will release this Evee because it has a bad stat in HP. Do you see that little diamond?
Aw, you're sweet, love.
It means that you are a VIP on this channel. There are 3 VIPs here. You, Prof, and Loopy. That also means you can post links without the bot getting on your case. And it means you can add custom commands if you want to. If I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, we have another male Evee. And it's another out because it has a decent in speed. You are more than welcome, Birdie. But yeah, all of those stories I have read. Some of them I have written myself, like Fallout Equestria Duty. Oh my god, that was a whole... Yeah, I know that the VIP can at least do links without the bot saying anything.
At the very least.
Yeah. I mean, right now we do have quite a few relatively good EVs.
Yeah, agreed. I
But-
assume, because I trust you.
The problem is, I raised the bar to what stats are acceptable, so for a lot of those, I'm gonna link to a Rickroll. Okay, go ahead. I recently actually narrated a story where Starlight Glimmer uses a dating app. Called,
A dating app?
I think, Hoofter or something like that. And then Twilight comes into her room without knocking and is like, I finally found my soulmate. Oh, he's named Rick Roll, and he lives in Trollville.
Oh god!
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
And then Starlight Glimmer is like, Twilight, I don't think that's actually a real place. Why? Why would he lie? Why would someone lie on the internet?
Oh,
Yeah,
Twilight. you
later on.
innocent-
Hmm?
Oh, Twilight, you innocent little pony.
Yeah, later on she comes in and is like, now he doesn't respond to me anymore.
Of course he doesn't.
Some pony fans, there's someone on YouTube actually who loves to troll scammers. And when they ask him for his name, he tells them his name is Ben Dover.
Perfect.
I just love it. I mean, bend over. Right?
I get it. I get it. I think it's a terrible dad joke, but I get it.
He has actually done something really, really cool because we all know it. We all get those scam emails. Hey, I'm a prince from Siberia or whatever, you know? Or from Syria. And I want to get $5 million out of the country. You know? But he responds to those people and he tries to get their story, and if he discovers a legitimate scam, then he will try to basically scam them back or troll them. And makes videos about it. However, he once received a message from a woman from Africa claiming that she had a disfigurement since childhood because of a botched surgery, and that she was trying to raise funds to get it fixed, and that she was in constant pain, and that actually her life was in danger because of it.
Oh, I remember this one.
And of course he couldn't pass that up. And he actually Googled the email and saw that this email had been sent to thousands of people. So he assumed it was a scam. It turned out it wasn't. No, the Prince of Nigeria isn't real, Wordy. Sorry. So he followed up with that woman, and he actually found out that her story was real, that it was true, and he wanted to send her money. He wanted to help her. But that was harder than it should have been. And so he was like, okay, what can we do? What is a skill that you have? And she explained to him in very bad English that she can draw. And he then sent money to an associate of his in Africa, another male Evee, and that associate of his gave the money to her, and she used it to buy an iPad. And then she used that iPad to draw. And what they did, he and her, is they created a picture book where she tells her story. And they put it up for sale, like self-publishing, for around, I think, $10. And all the proceeds were to go to her surgery. And the last time I checked up on it, which was January this year, I think, they had raised over $30,000. And her surgery, with travel to America and everything, was to cost, I think, $35,000. So by this point, it is very likely that they have actually covered everything. But due to COVID, you know.
Yeah. Though the hassle he had to do to get that money to her.
Oh, yes.
And, should I spoil it?
Go ahead.
He tried to send it through a person he knew was a scammer at one point. Or still is, I don't know.
It was.
He was a scammer. So he tried it with like $50, I think it was. Said, look, I'll give you $50 if you transfer that to her, then I'll send you the rest of the money, because then I'll know I can trust you. And at first he thought he got scammed. He's like, oh well, at least it was only $50. But no, the guy actually returned the money because the people in the country were too suspicious of him and didn't trust him.
Yep.
And he couldn't send the money.
They didn't give him the money.
So it was just like, okay then. You actually did that. Good on you, sir.
But yeah, he tried to... What is some internet bank, like West something?
Yeah.
He wanted to send the money through that, and his transaction got blocked. Because scam. They basically said, hey, you are likely about to get scammed. And so he called their customer support. He actually put the entire call into his video about it. About the whole ordeal. Where he explains, I know this person. I know that you think I might get scammed, but I still want to send these $800. Or was it 800 or 500? Don't remember. Anyhow, he wanted to send her money to buy herself an iPad. And the customer service guy basically told him, no, I'm very sorry, but I cannot let you do this transaction. It's part of our customer safety. Western Union.
That was it. And I would have to agree with you, Wordy. At least it is kind of good-ish. Because I know of other scams where they aren't sending it through that way. They have to send it like actually get you to send them cash so that it works. Otherwise they can't get the money.
Yeah, the thing is just, he even called and was like, yes, I know it is a country where there are a lot of scammers. I think it was even Nigeria, if I'm not entirely mistaken.
I think you're right, yeah.
And but I still want to do it. It's my money. Exactly, Wordy. I want to send my money to this person, so let me do it. And they wouldn't. So he actually had to he had to jump through all these hoops. And you have to really admire this guy's dedication. Because it took him about, I think, 3 months to get that money to her.
Mm-hmm.
And he, the worst thing about it is he made a business out of this. He not only does he earn money with his YouTube videos, of course, but he helps people down there with the money that he earns through all of this. He has built a school with the money he earns through this. He has helped, I think, 2 villages by now by helping them build a well so they can get clean water. So he actually has people down there that he has to pay. And since this incident, Western Union is actually refusing to let him send money down there.
Like, here's the thing. I understand stopping the transaction and saying this looks sketchy. That I get. But the minute someone calls up and goes, look, I know it looks sketchy, but I still want to do it, please do it. Then, as long as they have record that you told them to go ahead, despite being warned, then then they're covered.
Yep.
So, like, it's like me legally, I'm trying to think of something in, if I warn a customer that, look, that might not work, then we're covered.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, come on.
Or if I tell a patient, maybe you should not inject yourself with insulin after I have already done it, and they still do it, then it is their choice.
Exactly.
That's-
So yours is more deadly.
Yeah. Well, the other would just be a monetary thing.
Well, the other just means a craft won't work.
I mean, where is the problem? He wants to send the money, so let him send the money. Okay, now we have an Evee with pretty good, best, very good, best, fantastic, and best. That Evee can stay. Oh no, it can't, because it has a pretty good in HP.
I think you might need to lower them again.
The thing is, if I lower them again, then I will also get lower stats again.
Exactly, Wordy. Exactly. They have what they need to be insured, but because all banks record their calls.
Exactly. Unless you tell them not to. But in that moment I would have been like, okay sir, then please I will start a recording and please state again what you want me to do.
Exactly.
But he even talked to a supervisor and they still didn't allow it. They wouldn't let his transaction go through. But I find this thing so cool that he went through all this hassle. It took him almost a year to get the stuff to her, like the money, teach her actually how to use the iPad, because she didn't know what to do with it.
No, she had absolutely no idea how to draw on it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's not that much different from drawing on paper. It's just in the sense of at least she didn't have just a drawing pad and had to look up at it and had to get a whole computer thing. That was the joy. Admittedly, that if iPads hadn't existed, she would have been in trouble.
He went ahead and made tutorial videos for her and sent them to her so that she could learn how to draw on the iPad.
I remember seeing some of those because those are adorable.
I
And the
mean,
thing is, she could only draw for a few hours a day.
yes, because of her pain.
Mm-hmm.
I actually wanted to buy one of those books, but at the time I didn't have the money.
It's annoying when money gets in the way.
Yeah. But I must really say, I really appreciate this, that there are people like him out there. Sure, he trolls scammers, okay? Which I think is okay. It's fine. But this one dude, as you just said, the one who was a scammer before, he attempted to troll this person, but then they got talking, and he found out that this guy was basically just a scammer because there was no other way for him to do things. To earn money, to earn a living. And so he gave him a job, helping him down there with all of his projects. Now this guy is an honest citizen.
Though it does remind me, I don't know if you have seen this, but of a guy who sent glitter bombs to scammers.
No, I have not seen it, but I can imagine that that would be hilarious.
So I think he what's the word? Joined up with this guy who was able to hack scammers' computers and everything. So he does this. That other guy does this on YouTube as well, and it's so the idea was to find someone who was being scammed and stop them before they sent the money. As I said, they had to send cash, and before they've sent it, so that they can say, "Look, we'll send a glitter bomb in its place."
Mm-hmm.
Wardy knows who I'm talking about. The first person, sadly, she had already sent the money.
Mm-hmm.
But they managed to stop the person, stop the delivery partway down the road and tell them, send that one back. And it actually wasn't the only one. There were 2 parcels for that address.
Mm-hmm.
And so they managed to get that one sent back, and then said to the scammers, oh, she sent it by 2-day delivery instead of 1-day delivery.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the parcel, the glitter bomb, and it turned out to actually be a rented house. What's it called, those holidays?
An Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
God!
So they had actually managed to glitter bomb the owner. And the owner called the police. And so they spoke, because the glitter bomb had phones in it, they managed to, and a microphone and all this, they were able to talk to the police, and the police loved the idea. Absolutely loved it. And so, they managed to find another person, but they realized these Airbnbs were being used because the guy had cameras. They would rent out the apartment or house or whatever, then stand outside until the delivery driver came up and would get the parcels. Then they wouldn't even go in the house.
Yeah.
So they never were actually there. So it was funny because they did eventually get a number of not just couriers, which are the people who just pick up the packages of money,
Mm-hmm.
but also the supervisors of those people.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious. And because there are cameras in it, they are, even if they don't catch the actual people, they will have video of it, and they hand it all over to the police.
Guys, Midnight will entertain you for a moment. I will turn off my webcam for a mo because I am pantsless and I have to go to the toilet. Also refill my water bottle.
I wouldn't mind seeing that view, but understood. So yeah, looks like I'm entertaining you. Beep boo. Yeah, that confused man. Here's the thing, though. They also put to make sure that they would they would throw out the machine without some pony fan. They basically put fart spray in it, so it would first throw the glitter, then would spray the fart spray, and would actually have I think it had also a fake police radio thing, and it was it was impressive. And so yeah, they would throw it out, and that's how and they had a GPS on it, of course, because of all the phones, and they were able to pick it up then. So that's how they were able to catch so much footage of these people and get recordings of these things. The funniest one, though, was whenever a courier picked up the parcel, opened it in there, and the police went and tried to apprehend her, and she desperately was trying to get all the glitter off her trousers because trying to hide the evidence, and just said, "I'm not supposed to park here?" Try to get off with only a parking violation. It was funny. I mean, this prank was supposed to be for just, parcel thieves. That's actually what he originally did the whole thing with. So every year he would upgrade this parcel thing and would, this glitter bomb, and would put it out on number of them on different porches. And then porch thieves would come along and get Bud earphones with a picture of Bud from Home Alone on it. Like, there's actually if they actually looked at the package, they would see it is so fake. But yeah, it is hard to explain the glitter, and it does not come off easy. Exactly. It's like, it's the perfect way to catch them in the act. Honestly, I think they should do this more often. People do say, oh, why don't... all this is America, I should say. Oh, why don't the police, do this, anyway? Truth is, they're spread pretty thin, so they don't always have the resources or the time, or have other things they need to do. And sadly, scammers, considering all they usually do is take money from people, and usually in untraceable ways. I mean, they actually find people, they'd scam people into putting the money inside books and things.
Huh.
So that, or wrap it in tinfoil so that the scanners can't get. So they're actually getting them to hide their own money, which I really wonder how you can't think of that as being a scam.
You would be surprised, sweetie.
They still managed to stop a lot of people from getting scammed. I mean, the two ladies that had already sent the money, in which they managed to intercept, got all their money back. Well, got this scammer's money back. Turns out one of the ladies had lost her husband that week and got scammed, I think it was 3 to 6 times. In that week alone. They passed along her number to a number, because of course they do, and she got scammed a lot.
Ooh, a woman.
Yeah, but at least you got that money back.
Yeah, here's like one of the biggest scams going on here is the relative scam. Like
Relative?
Yep, they'll call older people.
Hmm.
Be like, hey, yeah, here's your grandson, or your granddaughter, or your nephew, or whatever. They will never then say names, they'll just say nephew, or granddaughter, or whatever. And then they'll be like, yeah, I need money, I'm in a little bit of a tight spot, or whatever. And then they'll give them an address where to send some money to. Or tell them that someone would come by to collect some money.
Oh, that is terrible.
Or another one that's also mostly done on older people is the cop scam. Which is, I mean, I don't understand how someone would actually fall for this, but imagine a cop ringing your doorbell and saying, yeah, there have been a lot of break-ins in this area, and I'm from the local police department, and I'm here to confiscate your valuables because we want to make sure that if there is a break-in here, that your stuff is safe. So we will, for the next few weeks, keep it at the police station. You can get it back at any time, but we would ask you to leave your valuables with us so that they can be safe.
Oh, goodness.
And so many people fell for that. Like dozens in my city here alone.
I mean, with my big family, we ask how you know Granny. Fair enough. I mean, I've got a pretty big family too, but we at least all know each other. Now, if you'd asked me a few years ago, I would have actually had to think about it. Not very well do I know everyone. Only because two of my cousins I didn't know that well because they lived in another country for a long period of time. Though, to be fair, I actually don't know one cousin very well.
Well, for me, I know my immediate family. I know a lot of the people who are in my extended family. I also know people who are related to me through I don't know how many corners. But none of them would really call me.
She has over 100 half/step/whole grandkids? What the hell?
Someone's been busy.
Yeah,
Love, we're aiming for that.
we are not aiming for that. What on earth? Admittedly, my mother wanted between 3 and 5 kids. She got the 3. But I have only ever wanted 2. And strangely, I've only ever wanted twins. So...
Well, I guess then I'll have to find another man. Because twins don't run in my family.
Twins don't run in my family. I don't know why I've always wanted twins. Maybe it's because it means only one pregnancy.
Yeah, but doubles the pain.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, if you go for a C-section.
Again, not necessarily.
10 kids. Yeah, love, what do you say?
Hell no. What, one... I think it's either my gran or my gran's mum who was one of 12.
Well, my great, I don't know how many greats grandfather had 13 children.
Why?
I guess because he really liked to fuck?
Fair enough, fair enough.
And that, by the way, was at the point of his death, which was at 35.
So he very likely could have kept going.
Yes. He died at the age of 35 in a mining accident. To think that he lived through World War One and then settled here with a woman he met during his deployment, and then he dies when a mine caves in.
Yeah. Sadly, life is funny that way. It's less than 2 times pain from twins, only 1 time going into labor, so a little less? Somebody says?
I don't know about that. I can't bear children.
And I have no clue. So, but theoretically, your logic is sound.
Though nowadays, from what I hear, a lot of women get a C-section.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Even my former head of nursing, I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger, Samponi fan. Even my former head of nursing, who basically went away to have her baby, that was her 9th.
9th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
And
No, thank you.
And for every single one, she got a C-section. Except I think the first. Because I asked her once, and yeah, the first one she bore naturally, but then she was like, hell no, never again.
My mom had C-section with my bro, and back then that meant I had to be as well?
Yeah, that was at some point.
Really? Why?
Because they weren't as good as stitching you back up.
Okay, that's one way to put it.
So if you then went into labor and tried to give birth naturally, you might rupture something.
Ow!
Something vital.
I know.
Actually, there's a museum that I want to take Midnight to, so I won't, because if I do, she'll have nightmares.
Which one?
A medical museum
Ah.
with fetuses in a jar.
Ew.
Well, it's an interesting museum. You see how stuff was done 100 years ago. You want to go? Of course, if you come here, we can go to the Charité. If they actually have the Charité.
Charité?
Biggest hospital in Germany. It's actually a hospital complex.
Okay,
Like
I am
a-
sorry.
Like a little
But-
town.
It sounds so fancy, but also sounds like you're saying shit, just fancy.
The Charité is in Berlin, actually.
Huh.
I was there.
And all the times that I've been to been to Germany, I have never been to Berlin.
I have been in Berlin several times.
Well, I would hope so.
Well, Samponi, you will... If we go to the Charité together, it is really interesting, because some of the things they've kept ever since the whole thing was founded. And so you will actually be able to see one of those old lecture halls where they literally cut a patient open in the auditorium to show the students how it's done.
Fancy.
So, I was there as part of my nurse training. And it was fucking cool. There's only just one part where I didn't go, and that was the one with the fetuses.
I can understand why.
Because that's like my limit. I can work with old people, that's not a problem for me. But when it comes to kids, no.
You
That's
can't work
just...
with kids, or you can't...
Okay, due to all of my medical conditions, someone has actually suggested that I do like an extra training in pediatric end-of-life care. And I don't think I'd be able to do that.
No, I can understand why.
I mean, working with old people is one thing, you know, taking care of someone who has lived their life. But if it's a kid, hell no. I don't think I would be able to stomach that, to be quite honest with you.
That's okay.
Yeah, pediatric end-of-life care. Some pony fan. End-of-life kids, like kids that have cancer or had accidents or whatever.
Technically, that could have been me. Because although I was a teenager, like older teenager, near adult, I was technically still a teenager. So would that still count as pediatric?
Nope.
No? Okay.
If you had gotten into an end-of-life care unit, you would have gotten into the adult one.
Okay.
These pediatric wards, from what I've seen, they're mostly like kids from the ages of 1 to maybe 9.
Fair enough.
And I don't think I'd be able to do that.
To be honest, I don't think so either.
Another thing that was suggested to me was end-of-life care in general. And I don't know if I could do that either. Like going to a hospice where there are only dying people? No.
I think you'd be good at it, but it's a very hard job to do.
Yeah. Okay, and that Evee is also no good because it has pretty good in defense. We're not getting a lot of good Eevees here.
That's annoying.
The thing is, some pony fan, end-of-life care is not demanding physically, it's really demanding mentally. And I have cared for people who were on death's door. I mean, I'm a geriatric nurse. That's kind of my thing. I have even had patients die in my arms. But let's say there's a like 30 or 40 something guy coming in. The age is the difference, some pony fans. The age. If I have someone who's old, who has lived their life to the fullest, then I can send them on. I can help them have the best experience in their last few days or years. And make sure that they are happy. If I have a kid, I can make sure they are happy and they are well cared for and everything, but it would just destroy me mentally. Because I just see this young person that is just ripped out of their life. That's not something I could do. That's where I draw the line. That's also why I wouldn't be able to work in a hospital, I think. It's just... It would depend what kind of cases I work with, but... For example, working in an ER, I don't think I could do that, depending on the stuff that I get. Okay, thanks for being here, Explosion. And I hope you had fun listening to us ramble about shit.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
While breeding Evees.
Rambling along.
And technically it's Evee incest, because right now the Evees that are in there are brother and sister.
Sweetie!
What?
Bad.
What am I supposed to do? I don't have that many good Evees.
Still, bad.
Now I'm being told off for breeding virtual animals.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm. Fun to tell me off?
I think you could do end-of-life care, but not for kids. To be fair, that part isn't far off from what you do, but at the same time, it's still mentally taxing.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I don't work in end-of-life care, but I have grown up learning how to take care of elderly. Not to the extent of visual, of course, but I know I've basically grown up around them, and I understand them a bit better. And I did work in a residential home, not quite a nursing home. Usually it's a thing where people are passing through, usually to go on to go home. So basically they're out of hospital, but they can't quite go home yet, so they usually go to a residential home. Some though are there permanently, and the stuff I saw there, I was only there a month. I was only there a month, and admittedly I was having my back pain at the time, but seeing some of the decline that I saw and getting connected with them, even on the slightest level, and then later finding out they had passed, or they passed while I was there, it was hard. And I wasn't even related to these people, but I was taking care of them. I was bringing them their big slop of oatmeal, which was so gross. I was the one filling their water. Like, going while they were at lunch, I went up into their rooms and put water in their rooms and got to see into their lives.
Yep.
And damn, they really did not give a care of these normal, they weren't ashamed at all. I mean, to be fair, I probably shouldn't have been counted in some respects, and I probably shouldn't have seen some of the things I see just from a standpoint. But goodness, love, I really do respect what you do, because there are not a lot of people who could do it. And every single nurse in that residential home was on some sort of pain medication.
Yep.
To the point, this meant that when I was having my pains, they went, "Oh, it just comes with the job. Here, have I can't remember what they gave me, but have this." I'm like, okay.
I think
Thank
mostly
you.
ibuprofen.
I think so, I'm not 100% sure, but it was funny because it was just like, this is normal? Which probably was a bad thing. I probably should have gotten seen a bit earlier, because I was kept getting told, oh, that's normal to have back pain, but I wasn't even doing half of what they do. So yeah, but either way,
Yeah, we
your job
nurses
is
do a lot
amazing.
of shit with our backs.
My med training came early, learning about my mom's side, so it is easy for me to do the end of life stuff. I would not even call that pain medicine.
Well, ibuprofen can help.
It can. It can. And it's basically all they could really give me. I think I did get something stronger, though, that did work at one point. Though some Bunny fan, I should mention, I'll just say this, it wasn't due to the back... my back pain at that... I still don't 100% believe that it was to do with my cancer, but it was weird. I'd be more or less fine throughout the day, and then all of a sudden at night I'd have back spasms. It was not fun.
The tree sparkles because there's an item.
There's
See?
an item?
Big mushrooms.
Ooh, big mushrooms. Put them in a stew.
I could camp with my one Pokemon.
Why not?
Which is Aegislash. This one. Oh, and we have that Evee. Let's check that Evee out. And release that Evee.
You're a rascal.
I'm not a rascal, I'm trying to breed Eevees.
I know, but you are a rascal.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're my rascal.
Unfair.
Not Evie type on your team? He is, can confirm. Thank you, Sunpony fan. He does have an entire Evie team.
Yep.
Even managed to get an Umbreon, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He has an Umbreon, an Umbreon, an Umbreon, an Umbreon.
Yep. And there's the next Evee.
Evie.
I've bred at least 200 Eevees at this point. If not more.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, let's check it out. Ah, come on. One decent stat again. It has best, very good, best, fantastic, and then the last stat, decent. You know what? Because we haven't kept one in a while, I'll just put it in the lower part of the box to indicate that it's not one of the mains, but you know, still maybe workable.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just need to, you know, it needs to have its speed stat increase.
Can you increase the stats?
That's the thing, you technically can, but it will then not carry over into breeding or competitive play. Only when you basically do the battle tower, but if you fight your friend, it will not carry over. Which is a bit annoying.
Just a tad.
Yeah, because to do that, to actually increase a Pokemon's stat... Oh my god, what is that? What is that Pokemon?
Is that a... Oh, it's that one.
Chapchu.
Cubchoo. You can use drugs and it will not affect the kids. I guess.
No, actually, it's not increased via drugs. Some Pony fan. It's in the game. It's increased via so-called hyper training.
It becomes a big bear. It really does. It's awesome.
I know. And have you read the Pokédex entry of that bear?
No?
Its beard is made out of its snot.
Ew, it's frozen snot.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
It sniffles before performing a move, using its frosty snot to provide an icy element to any move that needs it. Still think it's cute?
Yes.
Okay, let's put that Pokemon in another box because it does not belong with my Eevees.
So, if I was sick, I wouldn't be cute.
That Pokemon isn't sick.
Fine, if I had a snotty nose, then
If you used that snotty nose to attack me, then yes.
noted. Sick equals not cute.
No. I've seen her sick.
You have?
Yes.
When?
A while back, you had a very bad cold.
In person?
No. Though you have
Ah.
seen me sick in person.
Oh god, yes.
I could barely get up the stairs.
Visual is stalker, he sees all. If Visual is my stalker, then that is good, because he is mine, and I am his.
Here's the thing, I can even check 24 hours a day where she is.
You can, I was like, can't I do the same to you?
Technically, yes. You can. Because here's the thing. We are both logged into the same Google account.
Mm-hmm.
So she
It was
can-
funny one time when my phone kept on going off.
Yes, because I was looking for my phone.
Tracking devices work both ways. It's not a tracking device. Well, it is a tracking device, but it's not a bad thing if it goes both ways.
Hey, we finally have another female Evee.
Let me guess. Won't be that good?
To be fair. If it was a male, I would send it away. Agreed?
Hmm.
It has best, pretty good, very good, fantastic, and best. So it's not quite up to snuff, but I'll keep it just in case.
They all work both ways. Do they? Alright. Oh yeah, you can reverse track a tracker, can't you?
Yeah. You know how you can. But yeah, it's just since Midnight and I share a YouTube account, we are of course logged into the same Google account, and through that Find My Device thingy,
Mm-hmm. It was funny.
actually let's check the Evee we have in there for breeding right now. Yes, I received another egg. So many eggs.
Egg. Egg.
Okay, put this egg in the Pokemon box for now. And then gets 2 Eevees out of there that we have. Or at least the female one. And compare it to the Eevee that we just got. It is so bad to egg someone's house. I will not throw these eggs at someone's house.
Aww.
Okay, let's put them right next to each other.
But that would be so much fun.
Actually, some Pony fan, the Evee we just got is worse than the one we used for breeding anyhow. Because, yes, the Evee we just got has a best in special attack, but a pretty good in HP. It differs there from the Evee that we had in there for breeding, that has a best in HP, but in its lowest stats it has very good instead of pretty good. Yep, they're so close.
I just hit my mic.
If it had a best in HP as well, then I would definitely switch them out. Definitely. It's a destiny knot. The destiny knot raises the chance of your Pokemon leaving an egg.
I just realized what that means.
It encourages breeding.
Sure, encourages.
It makes them bonk each other, okay?
Wait,
Yes.
who's holding that?
Both of them.
Oh,
I gave both of them one, so I basically triple my chance of getting an egg, which is why it only takes like 10 seconds for another egg to be produced. I don't think they're getting off each other.
they have to get off each other to get the egg.
Yeah. Do it, get off, lazy egg, start next round.
The poor Evees!
I'm doing competitive breeding here, sweetie.
Poor Evees!
I could start doing that to you.
No comment.
Speechless puppers.
No comment.
And of course we get an Evee with 2 pretty good stats.
You're not rolling this dice very well, are you?
Nope. Do not have to stop to get the egg if you're skilled. I mean, you're technically not wrong.
Oh, come on.
Come on, could be worse. Anyhow, guys, it's getting kind of late. And I do have an appointment in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think we'll call it a day for now. But I will send you over to someone who is currently playing... Oh, he's just chatting, okay? Though I think... he streams in German, so no. I'll actually send you over to someone else who's currently playing Phasmophobia. I would otherwise send you over to Note, but Note is streaming in German, and I don't know if his English is that good. So, and since his stream is actually labeled as German, I think sending people over that mostly speak English wouldn't be good.
Yeah, fair.
So I'll send you over to Voosh, who is also a very lovely person. He is very, very funny. And, well, give him some love. Tell him I sent you. And please stay safe in these troubled times, my friends, okay?